Wolf Bride, Chapter 14, The Choice. You and Isabel rush into the den after a grim run back from the polluted spring. Bastien, Morgan, it's terrible. Bastien emerges from his hearth looking haggard while Morgan hurries over from a nearby table. We cannot stay here any longer. The pack must leave. What do you mean? What did you two find out there? It's horrible. He's trying to drive us out. Bastien gathers you in his strong arms, holding you against his chest. Be calm. Tell me what happened. Is everything okay? Are you hurt? She comes closer and Bastien's arm tightens possessively around you. Give her space. Talk to me, Celine. It's Sayri. He's poisoning our only source of fresh water. The water was so full of oil and trash, Isabel thinks that the pollution came from the source. You feel Bastien's anger and despair, but he hides his emotions and the others behind a stoic mask. That spring is fed from deep within the earth. If he has managed to pollute the entire stream, this just won't affect the pack. The entire forest, everything that lives here will suffer, even the people in Hunt's Peak. Bastien, we have to purify it. We can do the same thing we did before, right? We will, but first we must find the source of this pollution and stop it. Isabel, Naomi, Jed, we will go to the stream as soon as you are ready. Callum, stay here and guard the den. Of course. Wordlessly, you go to Bastien, sensing on some deep level that he still needs you by his side. His hands lies around your waist, throwing silent strength from your support. As others disperse, Bastien seems suddenly wary. Celine, Morgan, I will just need both of you to join us. Of course, whatever it takes to fix this. Anything I can do to help, I will. We will not allow this corruption to stand. We will not abandon the home of our ancestors. After taking the day to gather clean water from another source, you and Isabel lead the way back to the spring that night. Bastien, Morgan, Jed, Naomi, and a few others join in to investigate. They must pay for this. Oh, they will. Bastien is speechless, staring into the stinking, oily bog with a grim set to his mouth. It is worse than I imagined. Bastien, what can we do? I mean, we can purify it, right? Get it back to what it should be. The corruption is ongoing. We must stop it at the source before we can address the damage. Isabel, take the others, fan out. See if you can snip out the source of the corruption. Celine, Morgan, you with me? Isabel and the others shift to the wolf forms and scatter into the trees, noses to the ground. Bastien turns to you. Celine, summon your wolf. See what you can find. You reach deep inside and sense the wolf there, ready and waiting to be called. Can do. Your body stretches, growing long and powerful as you fall to your four legs. Your ears are open to the slightest sound, your eyes the tiniest movements, but your nose suddenly picks up an onslaught of information. The stench of harsh chemicals pollute thick in the air. You take off running, following the powerful scent. Bastien shifts and falls into step beside you, while Morgan hurries behind on two legs. Soon you're left the familiar woods behind, heading deeper into the mountains and far outside the pack territory. The oily, poisonous scent is in your nose, is thin, running far below the ground, but is definitely growing stronger. Where are we? Somebody want to let me in on what's going on? He stumbles and slows. The smell is too strong. It's messing with my senses. I can't find my way. You and Bastien shift back to human and take her arm to guide her. Sorry, Morgan. Bastien continues to follow the trail as you slow and silent, as in wolf form. Morgan lets out a heavy sigh. I'll make sure you don't trip. It's not that, it's just, I don't know why Bastien ever wanted me to hear if you two were just gonna be wolves the whole time. I'm sorry. I didn't think... Glances back at you, eyes narrowed in disapproval. You lower your voice to a whisper. I don't think Bastien wants us talking right now. I don't think he wants us talking ever. There's something past those trees. Bastien. Where even are we right now? I've never been this far from the Packlands. We are near the source of the fresh water that flows down the mountain to feed the streams for this entire area. That's miles from Munt's Peak. For Sayuri to poison the water so thoroughly, it has to have been deliberate. You walk at Bastien's side, mirroring his steps without realizing that he has sped up to leave Morgan behind. Hey, hold up a second. Don't you think we should stay together? I would not have brought you along if I thought you could not keep up. Through your bond, you can feel his possessiveness and her jealousy. I'm trying. Why are you balking? You do want to stop Sayuri, don't you? Of course I do. Are you still questioning that? I'm giving you the chance to prove that you're loyal to us now. I thought we already settled on. No, in Bastien's books, I'm on probation for the rest of my life. He turns to Bastien, hands tightening in yours. Or maybe you're wishing I would choose the other side, then you'd be in your rights to do whatever you want to me. I do admit I do wonder why you chose us. Life can only be harder for you here. Because it was the right thing to do, because it's who I am. Now show me you're here to find the source of the poison and not to monopolize Celine's time. That's what this is really about, isn't it? You're jealous that Celine is bonding to me too. You can't stand the thought she might choose me over you. This is not the time for this. Listen to me. We have more important things to deal with right now. This isn't about me, you, or us. This is about trying to save the den and find the packed fresh water. If you want to settle this later, fine, but right now we have work to do. They turn away from each other, arms crossed, but before either one can speak, alarm. Beep! Suddenly an electric noise breaks unnaturally through the forest. What was that? Follows the sound through the trees. You all stop in shock as you see... In the middle of the forest is a cement bunker surrounded by barbed wire fence and numerous security cameras. Trouble. A rustle in the bushes puts you all on alert. Then another werewolf emerges, trotting under cover towards you. They shift as they approach. What have you found? We scouted the perimeter. There's no way to enter without being detected. This is surely the source of the corruption. And we must investigate further. But do not let their camera see you. Look at this. You point to a sign high up on the fence, faded, filthy, but still legible. Security notice, building this is property of Sayuri for energy and power. Of course the facility belongs to Sayuri. Was there ever a doubt? But there's no facility this far from Munt's Peak. At least there's not supposed to be. What is he using this place for? Morgan, he was hiding this from you. Whatever he's doing here, he didn't want you to know about it. Come, we must know more. You shift along with the others, fanning out in all directions. Morgan hangs back out of sight to avoid being seen by the cameras. You sample the wind, get a whiff of something off, something wrong. Intrigued, crouch low and follow. Protruding from one of the walls of the facility, visible through the barbed wire fence, is a mess of machinery like you've never seen before. Something like horrific Frankenstein of an industrial drill, a giant logging spider, and one of those brain-switching machines from the old Mad Scientist cartoons. You can't imagine what it could be used for. You sniff at the machine, recoiling and automatically shifting back to human form with a wave of the revolting chemical stench that swamps your nostrils. Gunshot, bang. A bullet whizzes past you, far too close for comfort, and ricochets off the fence with a shower of sparks. You wheel around to see Sergei, gun still aimed at you. Back away, girl. We've given you more than enough chances. Sergei, stop. Morgan rushes out from the trees, putting herself between you and Sergei. He raises his rifle to hit her, but hesitates. So you're with them. By the looks of things, they've sucked you right into their little cult. We're Morgan's family. Sergei, please, I do not want to fight you. I've known you since I was a kid. Doesn't matter now. You're dead to him, Morgan, and to me too. Sergei, what is this place? What is that thing? Does it even do anything, or is the whole point to create as much pollution as possible? Oh, it's got a purpose, alright. Proprietary technology. SEP isn't ready to announce to the world yet. Around you, dark shadows of wolves emerge from the trees, one after the other. You slide your hand to your waist, reaching for the hidden holster Morgan gave you along with your gun. You pull it out in one swift motion, aiming at Sergey. Celine, no! Put your gun and your radio on the ground and back away. One wrong move and you're dead, man. You wouldn't! Test me. You want to take that chance? Fine, putting it down now. He leans down, unhooking the radio from his belt, placing it on the ground. Then suddenly he whirls around, firing a shot at one of the wolves. Oh no. Naomi cries out in pain, shifting back into her old, frail human form as she falls onto the dirt. Ah, Naomi. You fire blindly at Sergey, unable to tear your gaze from Naomi, but he is already moving, opening the facility's gates and shouting for backup. SEP soldiers spill into the woods, heading right for you. Defend her! The back surges into the primal forms, fanning out around you as you drop to Naomi's side. The blood is bright against her papery skin. Blackened edges of the wound, the only remnants of the silver that struck her. It's okay. We'll get you back to the healing pools, Naomi. You'll be okay. Save the spring. Naomi. I will. We'll save the spring. We'll take out every last one of them if we have to. To your right, Isabel tears into one of the SEP guards with a roar, spraying his blood across the dirt. No, you must stop the machine. Go. You bring forth your inner wolf, feeling your mouth filled with sharp teeth, while deep, angry magic courses through your bones. You head towards the machine, but Sergey rushes after you. Boom! You fall into a crouch as a shotgun blast echoes through the air, so close you can smell the burning gunpowder. You spin on him, growling a warning. You want that machine? You'll have to go through me. Fine by me. Before he can reload, you leap at him, knocking him to the ground and sink your teeth into his arm. Get it off! He struggles beneath you, thrashing violently, but you're much stronger. Tearing a chunk from his arm, you leave him bleeding in the dirt and take off towards your target. You can see the machine beyond the fence, just out of reach. There are no obvious big red buttons or anything that would make it stop. You duck a bullet whizzing by your head. A primal shadow darts past, taking out the shooter, and you recognize Jet as you see Morgan grappling with Sergey. There's too many of them. We have to retreat. No! You shift back to human, needing the use of your hands. You scramble for the hand hold on the fence. You rip and tear the metal posts and surrounding the chain link, trying to create a gap big enough for you to squeeze through. Take this! The fence creaks, revealing a hidden wire behind the bars. As your hands brush a wire, a sudden jolt of electricity surges through you, a searing breath, stealing burn. You feel Morgan's shock at your pain through the bond and you share in the quick touch of her thoughts. Celine, are you okay? Morgan's presence feels distant as you lie on the ground, dazed, skin and muscles still buzzing with the electricity. But as you open your eyes, you spot something you didn't see before. Leaking pipe, that's where the pollution's coming from. You understand the message in Bastien's hell. He's sounding the retreat. Oh, we're so close. You stare at the pipe. It looks like it's coming out of the strange machine. This has to be the immediate source of the pollution. Even if you can't destroy the machine or the facility, maybe you can still save the spring. I should bend the pipe back. Grab the burning pipe, ignoring the pain in your hand, and twist it back on itself, kinking it like a garden hose. Stinging green glops scatters across your skin, searing it, but the pipe is already starting to strain and shake from the back up. Come on, come on. With a pop, the joists on the pipe start coming apart, spraying green goo all across the SEP property inside the fence. The machine itself creaks and groans as the backup jams the whole system. Yes! Your burns, both chemical and electrical, slowly fade from the angry red-purple back to your normal skin color. Much better. You hurry away to regroup with the pack, spotting Bastien standing protectively in front of Naomi. I stopped it. Whatever that machine was, it's dead now. Good, let us go. You look back as he lifts the wounded Naomi gently in his great arms. The machine is shaking, steaming, as it gives a few more jerks and then falls still. You start to take a step back towards it, but Morgan reaches for you, pulling you back. No, we can't just leave. We didn't even know what they're doing here. We can't take on the whole facility. Not even if we had the entire pack behind us. What's to stop them from starting it up again the minute we leave? Morgan shrugs helplessly. I don't know, but we won't be able to make any difference if we don't survive. If the stream is safe for now, that has to be enough. And with one last look back, you take her arm, guiding her through a haze of tears as you follow Bastien and the others back into the forest. It is close to dawn by the time you and the limping werewolves make it back to the spring. Bastien lays Naomi beside the water before shifting back to human form. Honest speaker, you need healing. The purification can wait. You crouch beside him, looking worried over her wound and the trail of blood that she left through the forest. Her skin has a frightening gray pallor. We need to get you home or to the healing pools. No, it cannot wait. We cannot here host the ceremony in this state. She lies weakly on her side, breathing hard. Her shining eyes find yours in the moonlight. You are right. It must be another. Someone else must become the speaker. You can't mean... It must be you, Selene. You are the most attuned to the primal magic. No! Hush, Jet. The pack needs Selene. Her eyes turn back to you. Please do this. This is why you returned to us. Take her place in the ritual to purify the spring and bring them back. And become the pack speaker. Become the pack speaker. If that is what you wish of me, Honored Speaker, I will do it. You will. Bastien's eyes find yours a somber understanding here. He nods, approving. Naomi smiles briefly and takes your hand, her grasp weak but firm. I saw it in you, Selene. You have the connection to the magic. But I don't know what to do. I will guide you. Do not fear. Immerse yourself in the spring. Open your mind to the primal magic. You let go of her hand, your heart hammering as you enter the cold, polluted water up to your waist. The stench of chemicals burn your nose, but beneath it you can feel an energy like a caged animal waiting to be set free. Behind you, the other pack members lay herbs and sacred items along the shore, powering your ritual. Now close your eyes and repeat after me. Your lips form the words she gives you, starting the primal magic tingling in your blood. It rises, stronger and stronger, until you cannot hear Naomi's voice over your own, the words spilling from your mouth until they become half chant, half howl. Oh. I'm not doing a woo for everyone. The rest of the pack joining in, even Jet, their voices echoing alongside you. You lose yourself as the magic passes through you and your body, no longer your own. Until finally the chant dies down on your lips. Your eyes snap open and you stagger, realizing the sun has risen over the mountain tops, casting you in a blinding light. Yes, we've even made the sun come out, folks. Oh my god. It worked. The crystal clear water laps against your knees. It seemed fresh, clean, as newly washed laundry. You've done it, Selene. That felt incredible. It's like you took the toxins right out of the air. I can't smell a trace of them. My child, I knew you could do this. Selene, I will not survive much longer. You are speaker now. No, me. Don't even say that. Your eyes filled with tears as you make your way back to her side. She smiles sadly. I feel the life flowing from me. It will not be long. No, we just have to get you to the healing pool.
It is my time, Celine. We all must pass on from this world.
Honest speaker, your loss will be felt forever.
Emmy's eyelashes flutter and her eyes close. Her chest rises and falls shallowly. His face is grim as you look to him, afraid.
We must hurry.
You're surprised. Bastien doesn't take Naomi back to the den, but instead to the ritual circle where you first met the pack. What seems like ages ago. He lays her down in the center between the stones and steps back. To her weak beckoning, you kneel at her side. She clutches your hand with the last of her strength.
Celine, you must help Morgan find her inner wolf. She will never be a true part of the pack until she does.
Naomi, of course I will. Tears drip down your cheeks as you make the promise. I'll help Morgan become who she's supposed to be, whatever it takes. The speaker's grip loosens on your hand. She closes her eyes. Her last breath leaving her lungs. I'm sorry. His face, vacant, eyes full of tears, as he falls to his knees.
Oh. Farewell, honored one. You have done your pack a great service.
The rest of the pack slowly gathers around in a circle of mourning. Your sniffles, sobs rising from in reach for Bastien, but he only stares blankly, his hand cold. Then wordlessly he shifts to Wolf, throws back his head and howls in mourning. The rest of the pack follows. You bring forth your own wolf, joining your voice to the pack. Beside you, Morgan seems unsure what to do. Quietly, she joins her human voice to the mournful howl. As the howls fade into silence, Bastien angrily shifts back and turns on Morgan.
No. You do not get to mourn a life whose blood is on your hands.
My hands?
You brought Sayri down on the pack. You did not kill your old friend today. In your heart, you are still human.
Bastien, Naomi believed Morgan belongs here. Naomi asked me to help Morgan find her inner wolf. Would you dishonor her last request?
Stay out of this, Celine.
Why? Afraid she's not gonna take your side?
You assume she'll take yours?
I gave up everything to be here, Bastien. Everything I've ever known. You'll never stop seeing me as an outsider.
Morgan. Ignoring you, she storms away from the gathered wolves and humans who are still gathered around Naomi.
This would never have happened. This should never have happened.
He looks like he wants to stomp away himself, but takes a deep breath, giving a curt nod to the mourners before he retreats back to the den. This has to end. You look sadly down at Naomi's frail, lifeless body, and the tears in your eyes spill over.
Hey, honey, come sit down over here.
Layla and Callum brace you on either side as you sit on the cool moss, the warmth of their bodies slowly easing your sobs.
Naomi was like a second mother to Bastien.
He must be in terrible pain right now.
It doesn't give him the right to attack Morgan. She lost a lot too when she decided to join us. It's all my fault. They keep fighting over me. But no matter how many times I tell Bastien I choose him, he still feels threatened by the bond I have with Morgan. Actually, we haven't told him shit. You really think about it, we haven't told him shit.
It is an unusual problem. Bonded mates are very protective. That's natural, but when there are two of them... He shakes his head, taking Layla's hand as if to be sure of his connection to her. If I thought someone could come between me and Layla, I probably wouldn't handle it nearly as well as Bastien. Layla pats his hand indulgently, and you feel a moment's envy for her easy confidence and their love. Bond or not, they both have to learn to respect Celine's decision.
Maybe it's time to have the talk. Really be sure of your decision and tell the other to move on.
She gives you a coy smile.
I could find you something extra special to wear, whoever you want to go to tonight.
You laugh, surprising yourself.
You mean to tell me that you have some fur-lined lingerie lying around here somewhere? Don't look so surprised, honey. How do you think I got knocked up?
Wow. Choose this look. Okay.
Bastien gonna lose it when he sees me in this.
Why have you just decided it's Bastien? Could be Morgan. Oh, that's right, she's blind.
Ah, so you wouldn't be able to say, oh, she would be blind, you know. Okay, yeah.
Okay, I get it.
You look so hot. Now go get him.
After Bastien, Morgan, or both, and try to finally mend things between them. Okay, who do you follow? I got a question. Where's the both choice here? I guess it'll be one and then decide about the other one. Let's check Morgan first, though. You find Morgan at the Purified Springs, arms crossed firmly across her chest, her emotions in turmoil.
Morgan, what are you doing here? Thinking.
About?
If Bastien is right, would I really kill someone like kill Sergei or my father to help the pack?
And would you?
I don't think I could, and I'm trying to figure out why. I mean, I made my choice. I want to be a part of the pack. But turning my back on my whole past isn't as easy as Bastien seems to think. He acts like I should just jump whenever he snaps his fingers.
He needs to give you more time. I can talk to him if you want. Tell him to be more patient.
It isn't just that.
I figured. She sighs, turning away from you.
Celine, you know how I feel about you. If you were Bastien, I don't want to come between you, but I know I can't be a part of his pack and be in love with his mate. I
love you. You're more important to me than anything, even the whole pack. Her face lights up, and she cradles your face in her hands as she kisses you sweetly. Her hands roam down your bare shoulders, eyes widening in surprise.
You changed?
I wanted to look nice for you. I realize now that might not matter much. Oh, but just a few minutes ago, wait till Sebastian sees how hot you are.
It does, actually.
She pulls you close, fingertips brushing the bare skin at your waist.
Please stay with me here. I need a break for a while. Just the two of us.
Oh, for the love of... Sleep with Morgan at the Springs. Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. You lean forward to kiss Morgan, sliding your arms around her waist to pull her closer. Her lips are soft, pliant beneath yours, but an air of worry ripples through your bond.
This isn't gonna be easy. Bastien's a good guy, but he's never been denied something he wants as badly as you.
Morgan, I don't want to hurt him. I do care about him. I can feel the depth of his feelings for me, and I know it crushes him that I'm with you.
No matter what choice you make, you'll hurt somebody.
I know, which is why I have to choose my own happiness, not live for someone else. You take her face in your hands, and she leans gratefully near the touch. Her lips brush yours. You can feel them tremble.
What's the matter? I can't believe you're actually choosing me.
I didn't choose anybody just yet, fam. Pixelberry did say you could choose both. It kind of like testing that.
Someone who's so flawed, she's lost two families. First the pack gave up on me, and then Sayri.
Morgan, she lowers her lips. Her lower lip trembles. Her eyes fill with tears as they spill over. You gently wipe them from her cheeks.
Be honest, Aline, sometimes I wonder what you see in me. If the bond hadn't tied us together, would you really want to be with me?
That's an interesting question, actually. I'm trying to rationalize it in my head.
Morgan, none of that is your fault. Being abandoned by your parents isn't something you did, Morgan. It's bad luck and bad parents. Don't for one second think that you deserve anything they did to you. Well, Celine, you've totally upended my whole life. You made me question everything about myself.
She wipes her eyes, pulls your head towards hers, lips meeting yours in a hesitant kiss.
And I would never want to have it any other way.
Let her take the lead.
He'll never be alone again.
Your words are a soft murmur as her lips leave yours to move along your jaw. Down the side of your neck, shivers race through you as you try to hold yourself in check, letting her set the pace.
I can stay like this forever, honestly. You make me feel like I belong somewhere. You do. Right here, in my arms with me.
Hauntingly, as if asking for permission, her hands creep under your shirt. And you help her, pulling it off and peeling her clothes away until you lie skin to skin, reveling in her softness.
You are so loved, Morgan. So loved.
Her eyes filled with smiling tears, and you kiss them away as they fall, whispering against her skin.
Do you want me to show you? Yes.
Your hands roam her body. You drift back down in her arms and feels like a moment and 100 years later before you pull yourself away and dress again. Let's just put it this way, we had some bound chicken wow wow, okay? And that's why I skip it, because, you know, YouTube doesn't know what the hell it wants. Like, we have, like, yoga that has no clothing on, right? And then, like, you do anything suggestive at all in a visual novel, and YouTube will fight you to death and DMCA your channel and try and take it down. It's confusing as all shit. Much later, you seek out Bastian's private hearth, a masculine sanctuary that you've never been inside before. Bastian kneels before the fire, his hands and fists on his thighs. He doesn't look up.
Bastian,
I can smell her on you. No, I'm kidding. You sit beside him, putting a hand on his shoulder.
I'm so sorry about Naomi.
It was his eyes, the firelight dancing in the dark depths.
It was my fault for allowing Morgan into the pack. I should have done what my father would have, and cast her out. I was weak.
Bastian, Morgan chose the pack. She fought with us today. She let herself get beat to a pulp by Jet. She turned against her father. Would she do that if her heart was with humanity?
Perhaps not, but something in me resents her very presence here.
That's because you're still holding on to the past. His eyes shift to you for the first time, burning embers that sear in you. His jaw drops as he takes in your attire, raking up and down your body slowly. You feel his desire flare to life.
You look especially beautiful today, Celine.
You smile as he shakes himself, remembering the thread of conversation.
My heart cannot rest. I must know. Tell me once and for all, are you mine and mine alone?
I
am only yours. The lie slips easily from your lips. You said the same to Morgan, but here with Bastian so close, it's impossible to deny him. His nostrils flare, picking up her scent.
I can smell her on you. You tell me this and still go to her? Again, I'm testing this.
It's not that. The bond is with her as well. Don't ask me to fight him.
I do ask that. I can feel your heart, Celine. It will never be enough for me to have half of it.
Yeah, this gets old.
Then should I leave?
Yes! No.
He grips your shoulder as you feel his faltering restraint. His jealousy, his desire buffets you like waves on a shore.
I want you, Celine. I want to show you what we can be together.
What do you think?
Sleep with Bastien.
Can someone please help me from choiceless stupidity?
It would be safer for both of us if you left.
I can't.
You hold your ground, feeling the maelstrom of his emotions beating against you like a hurricane. You might regret this later, but you just can't walk away. He stands, clenching his fists at his side, his voice is low and dangerous.
If you stay, do not expect me to hold myself back.
I want to
leave, but I cannot make myself go.
You play a dangerous game.
This is dangerous?
I've been playing one since the beginning.
Oof. You take a step towards him.
I can't explain it.
It is the bond that will draw us together even against our own will, till the day we die.
I want you. I just can't give myself to you, but I can't leave you either.
You take another step and then another, but instead of taking you to the door, your feet bring you toe to toe with Bastien. He looks at you with smoldering eyes.
Celine, you know what you're doing.
No, my first time.
No, but neither do you.
Pull him to you, your lips crashing together in a tumultuous struggle that fills you with both fury and pleasure. He lifts you in his arms and you dig your nails in his shoulders before he throws you onto his bed.
I warned you to go.
And why didn't you fucking leave then?
You don't get to order me around.
Let out a yelp as he tugs your ankle, dragging you down to the bed so he can trap you beneath him. He kisses you fiercely to the stubble of his beard, leaving a harsh burn across your skin.
I mean, I don't know. I'm a guy with facial hair, and it's not the burn. Like, it's actually soft. So, I don't know. I don't understand that.
He pushes his mouth away, even as you yank his shirt off. Throw it across the room. He shakes his head, frustrated, and pins your arms against the mattress.
I do not understand you. Do you wear this solely to tempt me?
I didn't wear it for you. Me being here,
I don't understand these choices! I'm gonna be real. Where was the both? Where was the both? It means nothing. Doesn't make sense to me either. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that one.
I know I need to make a choice, but I can't stop.
Nor can I.
He pulls your clothes off, his rough touch only heightening your desire.
His mouth moves down your skin.
Sucking bites, marking you. You give it back equally, measures, fingernails raking his skin to leave him branded.
You did not want me. If you did not want to be mine, you would not be here. You just cannot admit it to yourself.
That's not...
But even as you deny it his hand...
Truth be told, Celine, I cannot promise I can control myself around you.
Basically, we got to choose make it hurt or make love to us. Glare at him for a moment, wanting to take offense, but then fall back to your pillow with a sigh.
I guess I can't promise that either, Bastien. What are we going to do?
Puts an arm around you, strangely gentle, and says nothing as you curl into his side. Although it is a relief of sorts to go back to your room, it takes a long time for sleep to find you. I'll leave my thoughts at the end of this video. The next day, you set out to fulfill Naomi's dying wish by bringing Morgan to the sacred cave.
So you think this will really work? You think I'll turn into a wolf? It's worth a try. It definitely showed me what it was like to connect with the primal magic. Might as well see how it shows you, or see what it shows you.
But, just as the cave entrance comes into view, you stop short and gasp in horror.
What is it, Celine?
You can hardly choke out the words, your gut roiling with nausea as you look out over the pristine, untouched wilderness, the source of all the magic, now filled with huge industrial machines belching smoke.
Morgan and Sayre, he's digging a mine straight in the heart of the primal magic.
Sayre's final card is in play. Can you stop him from tapping into the heart of the primal magic and tainting it forever?
I don't think it's really tainting. I think it's just aiming for destruction, so I guess that's part of my also ending here. But without further ado, before we get into that, please remember to like and share the video. Make sure to subscribe, and if you do so, it would be great to have you here as part of the community, but also hit that bell to receive notifications of when I upload content. Without further ado, let's get into my train of thought. So, when it comes to love, human nature, right, says that it's in us to mate, right?
it's to procreate and have children, right? I mean, it's in your genetics, it's in your subconscious, it's in your mind, it's all around you, right? Okay, so you even look at a lot of couples of same sex, right? And they want children. It's still, again, it's there. They know that they do not personally have the ability to have the children, right? Unless they have like a surrogate or whatnot. But they want to adopt, and that's swell. That is stellar. Those kids deserve a home. Every kid deserves a home and great parents. And so they do it, right? And then they carry on with their legacy and whatnot, and they teach those kids and whatnot, and they raise them, right? They raise them as their own. So when it comes to love, I mean, we're not talking about kids right now, but we're talking about love. I think it is possible to love more than one person. We set ourselves when we enter a relationship, and especially with marriage, right? A man and a woman typically will subdue those urges, subdue those outside desires and whatnot, right? And they will subdue all that. And they will say, you're mine and only mine, and I'm yours and only yours. And then typically, according to statistics, about 80% of people end up cheating anyway, which is kind of depressing because, yeah. So, they try and suppress it. And, even though you make happy wife, happy life, or happy husband, happy, life, it's supposed to be equality, right? So, to me, I've always had a philosophy with relationships, right? I myself don't need to cheat. I myself, as long as a person is there and has compassion for you, caring, wants to be in the relationship, treat you with respect and whatnot, and vice versa. I'm typically happy as shit with, anybody who just wants to curl up and watch a movie, let alone, have an intellectual conversation. So I'm a person who doesn't really need to stray out and be like, yes, I need 2 women in my life. But I look at whoever I'm with, and I know that maybe there's a chance, and I'm not an idiot. I look at them and I go, maybe there's a possibility that I am not able to fulfill everything you need, right? And so I always give this very open-ended. If you ever want to see other people, but yet stay in a relationship or whatnot, have an open relationship, basically. I am more than fine with that. And I tell that to anyone I ever date. I am more than fine of having an open relationship. I don't have jealousy and all these other things because, I know my worth. And let me tell you that's a huge life tip. Know your worth. Know what you're capable of, know your worth, set your worth, and know that, this is what I'm worth. But also know that you yourselves have your limitations. Imagine like if you lose the ability to walk or an ability to do other things with your mate, would you expect them to be bogged down to that for the rest of your life? That's just an example. So, think about that and then think about where I'm coming from. And that's just my personal belief. Again, I've always been loyal to those I've been in a relationship with. I've never cheated, but I'm just saying, I can't deny as a person of intellectual mind and science, I can't deny human nature too, right? I can't look at people and be like, no, you're mine and only mine. No, but if you're coming back to me at night, and you're coming home to me, then I'm perfectly fine with whatever else is happening, and that's my outlook on these things. So again, let me know in the comment section below what you believe. If you wish to step out of your little comfort zones of not commenting, that's and put your belief out there. Feel free to. But without further ado, you know what to do. It's been on the screen. Thanks for watching. Peace out.